So let me ask you this question. Is it too soon? We're at the peak of summer temperatures after all, and dare we say fall? Retailers are already thinking about fall and beyond. Business weather analyst Paul Walsh joins us from Downingtown, Pennsylvania. Paul, good morning to you.
Good morning, Jackie.
So I was at Kohl's the other day and I saw candles and fall pillows and everything else. How far ahead do merchants like to plan for this?
Of course, a lot of the products that retailers sell are made overseas, and so they need very, very long lead times to be able to anticipate how much product they're going to need and when to order it. So they're looking out up to a year. So right now, as we speak, many of these businesses are thinking about what they're going to need to sell next spring of 2018, and that's what they think about every single day. And that's important for us because the retail economy makes up almost 25% of the entire U.S. economy, and probably, I would say conservatively, half of that is directly weather impacted.
Wow. And so how do they use the weather information in their planning then?
Well, and they're doing this more and more because they understand how important the weather is to their customers and therefore their sales. So they look at what we know of as climatology. So what is the weather normally like in spring of next year, for example, in the Northeast? And then really importantly, they have to use last year's weather, which of course we all know what last year's weather was, because the really important thing for them to understand is what is the change from the prior year, which will have a direct impact on how we're going to change our buying habits. So pair that with analytics and they get a really good sense of what they're going to need and how much of it they're going to need. So
the latest outlooks I've seen show kind of a warm fall headed our way. What have you been advising people for fall?
Well, you're right. And so the longer range forecasts, which retailers are beginning to use, indicates it's going to be more seasonal this year, maybe a tad warmer than normal. But last year, Jackie, was the warmest fall on record in 122 years. That means that even with a warm fall, we're still going to be buying more sweaters than we did last year. So that means that businesses now are thinking a little bit differently in terms of how much product they need compared to what they sold last year. In fact, they should be doing that. Otherwise, they may not have enough product.
All right. Well, good information. We appreciate it, as always. Paul Walsh. I'm just not ready for it. That's all. I'll get there, I promise.